right, what's up, everybody? All right, first, so what time I got till? You said no. You said you got another class, right? 1:30. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, bet. So, hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Dewan Wilson, from Detroit, Michigan. I did get my license. Is still the same name? Okay. Well, for me, it was the West Michigan College of Barbering and Beauty when I got my L's, and now I'm back home doing what I love doing. So I've been cutting hair for about 12 years. Had my license for the past 5, and it's been a great experience for me. So, they called me. I'm gonna come chop it up with y'all about something that I feel is very important, and it's about the business of barbering, which is everything that's behind the chair. I know a lot of people, y'all might be some of the coldest cutters in here, but something that I felt like was missing when it came to learning how to cut hair and everything was a lot of the business aspects of it, which is very important. So, like during this, I don't want to just like lecture everybody. I rather just have like a conversation. So if y'all got questions or if y'all got something y'all want to share or say, feel free. I want this to be more of an open floor than just a lecture. I know we get lectured enough sometimes. And if anything, if I can share from my experience for y'all to be better people, I'd rather and better barbers. That's what I would love to do today. So a little bit about my career. Once I got my license, I actually immediately moved back to Detroit for me. That's where I was born and raised. That was my home. Knew the market there needed me a little bit more than Kalamazoo did, and I know I had a lot more opportunities set up. So I went there and went straight to a shop setup. For me, I cut in a studio, private suite. I don't do a barber shop. I never have actually, and that was something I wanted to stay away from. Only for me, if any of y'all been to Detroit or knew it, or me growing up, a lot of shops lack the professionalism that was required for me. And I knew the only way I could probably go further in my career was probably doing it by myself if I couldn't find like-minded people. And for me, I also went to Western. So I got me a degree in business management. For me, I wanted to take a degree in my trade and put them together. That way I knew I could succeed. So with that, I kind of want to ask a few of y'all questions. So, feel free to answer these. What do y'all feel like gets people in y'all chair? Like from the practicing here, or this is also off the books. So hypothetically, if anybody has some other things going on outside the school, like what do you think brings people to your chair? If you couldn't name your haircut, what would it be? Qu- Without the haircut, like nothing to do with the cut, the relationship, eh, environment. And do y'all still use that My Landy book? Which edition y'all working with now? Is it this? Not that. It's a newer one. Okay. All right. That's the one. That's the same book. I always tell people that's a great book. Learn it, but my issue with it is the business section is only so big. They tell you to consult, they tell you to manage, but they really don't give you the how in doing that. And like you said, the experience and the relationships are some of the biggest things for people. I tell y'all with it, figure out how to really get people in your chair. Just off that, like if you couldn't show somebody a haircut, what's gonna make them want to book with you? And it's gonna be the business aspect. It's gonna be like your greeting. And I tell them like barbers this because for me, like I have apprentices, so I teach people. If you had to draft people, think of Chick-fil-A. Real talk. Like all of us love food. Chick-fil-A don't got the best sandwich in the world, but they got good customer service. They got a good quality about them that makes people want to come to them. So like when I greet people, I be honest, I greet people with a smile. Even if I don't know you. If I'm in the street somewhere, hey, how you doing? I introduce myself. I know a lot of people can be standoffish, and for us, as barbers, some barbers are quiet, some barbers don't. Some people could like tough guys. All of us come from different backgrounds and stuff where you got to kind of reinvent yourself a little bit, upgrade yourself. You know, I tell a lot of people about the experience, like you said, like what you can offer your client. For me, it was like the private suite. That was something that stood out because a lot of my clients when I started came right out of COVID. We couldn't be, closer than 6 feet, we had to find a way to operate without people getting sick. And for me, I'm like, if I could give you your own space, that made me stand out. A lot of people didn't even see my work or my cuts. They was just like, okay, no, I can go somewhere and I can feel safe. And I tell barbers, you got to think outside the box. Think of like all the little things and details you could do to make your business better than just your haircut. You know, when I was younger, well, for me, I'm 30 now. I've been cutting since I was 18. My mindset was always, how can I be the best barber? How can I be the best with the clippers, the coldest, the fastest? And even in barber college, like you see me, my chair used to be moving. Like I kept people coming in, but also got to a point where it does burn you out too. Where sometimes being the best hair cutter isn't the best for you. Like it's good. You got to be decent. Get your reps in. But think of, all right, there's always going to be someone better than you, younger than you, faster than you. It's a nonstop cycle. I tell all young barbers, think about how to make your business different. Period. Like every step of the way. That's the one thing where people can't beat you at sometimes. You know, barbering could be a competitive game, but it should be uh, like a friendly competitor game. You know, if you think of, I tell people think of any chain, any store, any business. Barbering is the same thing. It's just taking something that's a skill and a passion and learning to stop treating it like a hustle and treat it like an actual organization every step of the way. And for me, like it allowed me to go from cutting in like college dorms and apartments to coming to a barber college to opening my own studio to teaching. And for me now, like I cut athletes, I cut celebrities, influencers, and things like that because of how I kept upgrading my systems every step of the way in my business. So, is there anything for y'all though? Like, what is it that y'all feel like y'all might not get in the barber college, or any questions y'all might have about the real cutting experience? And it's no dumb questions in here. Like,
I think that here it's good to hear like different personal experiences and stuff like that. But, like since our teachers, they're like well acquainted with like the barber world, like they do have their own thing going on within the barber community, so they come and they give us game every day for real. But it's nice to have like different people come in and tell us about their like specific experience and what they have going on. Because not everybody has the same thing going on. You might have more expertise in certain things that my teachers don't know. Like telling us, like look like y'all got the content creation coming in with cameras and stuff like that. So like my generation, that's what we more looking to try to be more promoted within like the actual social media aspect and stuff like that. And make you guys can help us with that. Like y'all have a different experience than them.
mm-hmm.
You know, they tell us
See, when it comes to that, you're right. Y'all generation is big with social media. I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually not. Like for me, I always hated the part of doing content. Because what I'll say is, and this is my opinion, I feel like it's a point of barbering where it became too much about social media and less about the service a bit. Like when I do content sometimes, but if I do it, it will be for like marketing, educational purposes, or a way to like really reach either a new client or the next generation, but not to just be clout. Some people look at barbering because it's popular, like it's more clout chasing compared to you actually have still have passion for it. So when it comes to like do content, I'm not saying don't do it, but have a good why behind it. Like there's some barbers not. I'm not never gonna hate on nobody, but it could be like you post so much content, but the line's not crispy. Your blend not crispy. They skipped a lot of fundamentals. And the one thing with social media is a lot of barbers will over enhance just because it looks good in the picture. But I have clients like for me, I'll be honest, I do enhancements. I don't do them often. My cut is majority of the time you're gonna see it is always gonna be natural. Because my clients like the fact that I can get them sharp for a picture, all of that, without having to spray them down sometimes. If you want it, I got you. But still learn the basics. I took the time to master the basics. So that's really important. Because that's gonna look better on the camera sometimes, even than like majority of y'all Instagram, y'all see enhancement on every last cut. Or like some type of touch up. But make sure it's for that marketing purpose. You know, unless you just want to be a content creator. But see, for me, I look at people, I'm like, he cool, but he more of a content creator than a barber. If that's your field, cool. But I'm like, that's less of what I would tell people to just do, you know. So, but I do try to keep the cameras on me if I can. What about some of y'all? Like, what is it y'all want to do once y'all get out of here? Is it shop? Is it studio? Is it instructing? Like, what type of direction do some of y'all see yourselves going in?
I feel like the money is in the studio. Just some private sessions, facials and all that you can bring to the barber world.
Yeah, the money is in the studio. But that's if you can maintain the studio.
Clientele.
Clientele. Now it's a sticky situation. I tell people this. What I did was not usual. I left Kalamazoo. I went straight to studio. Majority of barbers actually fail. Actually, 60% will fail when they go straight to a studio statistically because they are the best cutters. You cold, but with a studio, this is the thing. Nobody can find you. You don't have walking traffic. You don't have like in the barbershop experience. You don't have walk-ins. You don't have like situations. Your barber didn't show up today. Well, I can get you in. You don't have those small things that can bring you a clientele. The moment you go to a studio, if you don't bring them, they won't come. It's not a. I've never. I've been in the studio for 5 years. I probably have only had maximum 10 people ever happen to find me by walking by. You know, so that's the thing. But for me, I kept heavy. I said I kept heavy on my systems. For me, I'm a businessman first and a barber second. Actually, like barbering my passion, but being a good's only gonna take you so far. But you can still make that type of money in a barber shop, but it depends on where you go. Now that's something big. I'll never tell somebody, yeah, just try to go straight to studio. But if you can find a shop that's like, they got great walk-in, the pricing is great. If you can get a good deal on your commission or a booth rent, there's some barbers I know they make more money like than the usual guy just off a shop. But Michigan, you got to also think of like demographics. Michigan a little different. We're not like Atlanta. We're not like LA. It's rare you're gonna find certain shops, but there are a few. You just got to, Or for me, I used to tell people if you can't find it, make it. If you like on a search, would you want to be in a barbershop? For some of y'all, make the shop that can have that type of clientele and flow. What about some of y'all? What do y'all see yourself like after barber college? What do you want to do? Or do some of y'all have places set up already?
That's another question I have. Like, there's so many of us coming in and out of Kalamazoo graduate.
Mm.
Like, what, 50 barbers in Kalamazoo? What is most of everybody doing anyway? Huh?
Yeah, but see, some people want to stay here. Some people want to move. So like that's where you really got to figure it out. For me, some people wanted me to stay here. I was in Kalamazoo for like 8 years. For me, I knew I kind of reached a cap for what I wanted to do, at least. But it's still options.
You feel like going to Detroit, a bigger city, gonna be more clientele.
It is. That's gonna be true. Detroit is gonna. I'll tell you this. Look at the population, and Detroit got the biggest, way bigger than Kalamazoo. For here, you can survive off of, like you can do good with locals. You can do good with college students. But I think of like even visiting traffic. We're high when it comes to like tourism. So like I got people when they flying into Detroit, they know they can book an appointment with me if they come in a month later. They can fly in and get to me, and that is true. Like Detroit was way more traffic, so I knew I'd do better if I went there.
That's why the content creation come in where you got people that can see you from across the world.
Yup.
Fly in for $200-$300. They come get that.
They
Cut.
they can do that. That's true. And like if you got that, if you got that, do it. Because I tell people this: content creation is a skill in itself. It's not easy. Go ahead.
Bring more than just haircut when you do it. You like extra stuff.
No, like I really don't like. I don't do content creation for pay.
Talking about like facials and all that stuff for your clients.
For me, I don't do facials anymore. I did them when I was in Kalamazoo. The thing is, I didn't have a passion for it, and every barber is different. For me, I don't do full everything, like every skill you're gonna learn here. I picked a specialty, and I always feel like some barbers can do everything. Like we're taught everything. Like I was here with Miss Jackie. She made sure we knew every last thing in the book. But like for me, I don't like coloring. I don't like chemical services. I just that's when it felt like work to me, you know? But like I do fade all day, shears all day. When it was just the cut, like full cut. So for me, my service is more based off luxury, not everything. So I kind of targeted a specific clientele, you know. And that's why I tell people to think about. I thought about who do I want to sit in my chair, because it's this thing a lot of people don't know. You can pick your clients. Truthfully, like no, everybody can come in, but the way you organize your business is gonna pick who you get. I knew it would be harder, but I was up for the challenge. I said, look, I'm gonna make my money off literally just regular cuts. I can do enhancements. I kept that in, but it's harder being in a studio than a shop. When it comes to color and chemicals, you got to think of your time.
4 hours on that session.
And for some shops, you can start a coloring service, sit them to the side, and you can do another cut. I don't have that type of freedom in the studio. I got like 30-minute, 1 hour windows. I got to just get people in and out. I can't account for what if like their hair's processing longer? What if it's, everybody hair changes different times. So I stayed away from that. Not telling y'all to do that. If you got a passion, you can do it. It's gonna bring you more money. If you don't want to do it, you got to be innovative like I was, where I'm just like, nah, I just rather figure this out in a way that's gonna keep me going. So I stayed away from that. But you can do facials. Like I was doing facial setups, but for me, I'm gonna be honest. I'm like I don't want to be treating people's skin. I don't. I rather refer you to. I used to refer I had a person I refer people to because it was a esthetician. We had like a whole hookup. She sent people for me that need cuts. Hey, my man, go check her out. And our studios are by each other, so it used to work out for me.
Was it a financial difference once you went to celebrity from civilian? Like, did you price difference change? Was your skills change, or would you say your skills change? Or?
How I say is, so I don't believe in like celebrity barbers. This is the thing. Every client that's sitting in your chair is a celebrity. That's how you got to treat them. Everybody, from the guy that's like, I have some clients out of high school. I realize they might say their money just to come to me sometimes. But how my business is structured, and that's why I say you can pick your clients. I have some clients that are celebrities, but like some are CEOs, some run organizations, some are like the 55-year-old guy that's an executive somewhere. All these people that some people don't think about, just because somebody an athlete or an actor or things like that, that's not by itself gonna change your finances. That's part of like the clout thing I say Instagram would do, you know. So naturally, your business structure is gonna change that pricing. Like when I started out in KZoo, when I very first started picking up clippers, I was charging $5 a cut. As your skills and your service gets better, the thing is you still just choose your pricing. We don't count tips because when you see people like there's some barbers, they just charge 200. That's Atlanta. I'm not Detroit. You can't. Detroit is not doing that realistically. You can get that. You gonna get clients that's gonna pay you that, but that's your tip. That really ain't your price. You in Detroit, you really capped at like probably 70 a cut for real. But 70 a cut ain't bad if you knocking this cut out in 30 minutes. 2 cuts an hour. That's how our numbers start to get up. Clout and stuff like that can get you to that 200, but also that's not a lifestyle I wanted to have for me because I enjoy my craft, where it's like, no, I actually want to, I'm making decent money. I'm not greedy. And if you know how to treat your money, you're going to be good either way. Like, I tell people, you're not going to find a job that's even going to pay you. If you're doing a $40 cut in 30 minutes, what job paying you that? And I know some barbers, I met them, they might do $200 a cut. They might only did one cut that day, though. And that's what social media really won't show you. You don't see how many they had. That might be their only cut for like 3 days. And even being other celebrity barbers, and not the clout ones, but the ones that run the business. Like I tell people, go to the conventions, go to, network and stuff. Where come to barbers, you really see the real in people and not what they showing you in the video. So structure your business. Your price is naturally gonna do this. And the better everything's organized, that's how like celebrities found me at some point. Like it went to the point people was just like, no, I like the way you carried yourself. I like your presentation. I like what I saw because some of them was like, think about it, if you a celebrity or you a big name person, your time is more important sometimes than your cut. Some barbers are good, but they bad with time. They bad with professionalism. Guys like, I found a dude on the gram, but that ain't what I thought he was. And you don't never want to be that. Somebody find you on social media and they like, you know what, this is not what I thought I was truly paying for. that's a bad experience for them. So, but your money gonna change with the clientele. But treat everybody like a celebrity because you actually don't know who is. Like I've had guys come, I really didn't even know who they was until later on and be like, you know what, I'm happy I gave you good service because when I found out, I said, okay, that's life changing actually. You know what?
Some other ways you can market yourself. You got your name out there.
For me, I tell people the best thing you could do is first is word of mouth. Word of mouth is, and that's not on you. Your current clients are gonna be your best marketers first. Second, get out there. Like for me, I tell people if the shop is empty, well, I'm in the studio, it's different. But if let's say if you in the shop and it's dead or it's your off day, I say you should be outside. Like for me, I'm going outside meeting people because your network is like I said, your net worth, that's real. I go to parties and people used to be like, "Oh, you a barber? Yeah, you know what? I'm looking for a guy." I've made clients. I'm not a big club person, but if I'm gonna go pop out somewhere, how you doing? I'm shaking hands. I'm friendly to people, and it's like, you know what? I'm come check you out. People then came to the studio to say next week, because there's so many people looking for barbers and just don't know where to go. Social media not gonna be the only answer. Because likes are cool, but they not gonna fill your chair all the time. Sometimes it's really that's all it is. It's not real. So I'm like I go down. I'm in Detroit. I go down to the Riverwalk. Like me and my buddies might go to a bar, a lounge. We might go sit down at a restaurant. I'll talk to bartenders. Talk like, and if you an introvert, like me, I'm real introverted. I don't like always being out, but I'm like I got to. It's my business, and if you're not good at it, it's something just like what, it's practice. I start as a young barber. I was never talking. I was cutting quiet all day, reading a book, learning. And I'm like, the one thing I did lack was that social skill of like, dang, you know what? Let me go on a professional level at least. Like, I shake hands, don't dap nobody. You know what I'm saying? You got to read the room. I started going to like Christmas parties with people. Keep doing that. That's gonna be your best marketing. Flyers, everything that you guys are learning, but it's just perfecting. So that's gonna bring you clients. Like the moment y'all get out of here, I used to leave barber college and go do stuff because I'm like, if I know I'm here, I need to go meet the people in the area, the fast food chains, the stores, the mall, because if they can drive here, they can walk here, you can find them, or they like or try to find a way. And also, it's a lot of y'all, and this is something we didn't do. I used to tell people, there's no reason you got like a group of people that can't come together to get ideas. This is the best time to network amongst each other to be like, yo, how can we all get more people? You know, like I know barbering got more competitive. You know, we didn't talk often. It was more separated. We used to have the sections like all the black people's in one section, all the different people like, and it was like we was cool, but we was all separate. Had walls and stuff was up. Come together and be like, brainstorm. Cause think about it, if he got too many clients, I used to be the type of person where I can't take him. Can you take him? I can't take you. Find ways. If your man's cutting, record for him. You know what I'm saying? Do the same. Record for him. Y'all got the best setup where y'all can do as much content as y'all want, even without clients. Practice on each other. Post that content. Post it on each other's pages. We used to repost for each other. And that by itself is going to help y'all reach the whole area where y'all can have like the whole barber college just moving with clientele. But that's where it comes into the business aspect, Think outside the box. And I say work, that's that marketing part you got to work on. But other than that, like, what else, like, do y'all think y'all want to do? Like, when you get out of here?
Something I kind of wanted to do for a little while is probably not in Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know, Florida or out west or something, but like
That's great.
mobile barber service. And not necessarily like me going to someone's house, but I can do that. But like not like taking my stuff in their house. I have like a sprinter van or something where I have like a mini shop kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And I do events, house calls, something like that. Kind of obviously, just something different.
See, that's dope. It's a whole market for that. That's because with that, you standing out like you're thinking outside the box,
Right.
and that's gonna be like real good, especially if you go out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And I think it would just be at least starting up, just be kind of like
Mm-hmm.
fun in a way, and like kind of get to meet a lot of new people in different areas, and even if I want to pull up and just flip on the switch and do take walk-ins or whatever, I feel like it just at first it'd be kind of just more of like a fun way of and just to stay motivated. Until, before because I do want to eventually kind of settle down in the shop too.
Mm-hmm.
But just kind of, and then even maybe if that like gets successful, have when I do open up the shop, just have like that as like a delivery mobile service attached, kind of under umbrella that.
Okay. See, that's dope. All right. So when from what you gave me, how many of y'all think about like y'all branding, like as a barber? All right. And with that, like, have y'all ever did like y'all own business plan when it came to that? Like a business plan when it came to that? To, that's good. For me, what I did was this. Since I was always cutting, but I did go to like college too. What I did gave me actually a competitive edge when it came to barbering. I took what I wanted to do and I used it for every last school project I had. Everything from business plans, marketing plans, analysis. And I never talked like I kind of was like on the low key about a lot of things I was doing. I made everything a project. And I tell like younger barbers do that. Like think about where you want to go. That's why I kind of asked that. Think about where you want to be like in the next 5 to 10 years, but really think of what the steps you got to do to get there. Some people just say what they want. Like I want to be celebrity barber, but how? The hows aren't there. The steps aren't there. Like what are you doing every day that leads you kind of to that goal? But that's where like also you got to have a vision for it. When I was in school, some people was just like, I don't know, I'm just cutting. I just like doing it. But you see, it could be a cycle of you just cutting for the next 20, 30 to you probably can't cut no more. And I always tell people like how I felt was that barbering is a great career, but it can be a short career. I got guys that I met them cutting, but once they get to like older age, you might get arthritis, you might get tired. Barbering to me is a young man's game. To me, I'm at a point sometimes I don't want to learn certain new skills no more. Like, I don't want to tweak it and you don't want to get stuck in it, but it's take the fastness of it, of your prime, and figure out like how you gonna make that last. Like where you gonna transition to. And for me, like for me, my transition was like I'm doing apprenticeships. I'm working with new barbers, I do like even taking like higher clientele and stuff. It's cool and it's fun, but it's to a point where I'm like, you know what, I'm tired. I've been doing this for a long time. Maybe I want to be an instructor. Maybe I want to do this. Like it's gonna get to a point. A younger guy, fade gonna look better than yours. You like at 30, when you get older, you don't want to be competing with the 18 and 20-year-olds sometimes when it comes to like the skill set. So it's the like where you want to be later on, and making sure y'all don't take like the time part of it for granted. You know. What about anybody else got some ideas? Or what's up?
How would you look at clientele like what was your thought process? Were you trying to cut after school or you did when you come to school?
So, uh, it was. I'm gonna be honest, because I never told everybody this. So, for barber school, because it's a 2-part answer. I had clientele before I kind of came here to an extent. But what I would do was on my personal page, I did like walk-in hours where I used to try to get people into school because it's still 1,000 cuts. You need that 1,000 cuts. So I was filling the school up first, but like some of my personal guys I knew, I had to set up when I got out of here, and I go cut till like 9 p.m. at night. So I was going 9 to 9 every single day of the week because I knew one, it was gonna make me better. Two, I'm like, got to make money somehow. Realistically, for me, I quit my job. I had a full-time job. I quit to come to barber school. I only missed 2 days the whole 1,800. That was it. Once I was sick, and then at like my last week, I was burnt out. I said, you know what, I'm about to just sleep in one day. But I was like, how fast can I get out of here so I can really, get to what I want to do? I sacrificed a lot. I wasn't going out for that whole year. I wasn't partying. I was like, dog, I was clocking in. I knocked out my workbook in like 3 months. Like I could take it home, out the way. But I was trying to knock out that 1,000. And I tell people this because don't cheat it. If you new to barbering, you practicing, you never, you haven't figured it all out. Those 1,000 are for you to mess up. I took that 1,000 and be like, how many can I jack up? And you can't get in trouble for it. I'm trying new styles. I'm experimenting. So when I got out the shop, I had it mastered by then. So filling this is up is gonna get you your reps in. Like if you feel like you don't got certain things together, if you ain't the best, man, mess up every head you can in that 1,000. You got 1,000 times to mess up. Chemical services, mess them up. Coloring, mess them up. Y'all could just go do whatever it is y'all think. Don't overthink it. Don't be nervous or scared. If you never did it, do say you can't. A pompadour used to be the hardest cut, bro. Just jump into it. Cause now, like I'm doing these cuts now, and I'm not second guessing it. So filling these chairs up are the most important, and then make sure you can fill them up after too. So, think what else? Have y'all thought about y'all actual like? I know y'all got barber names. Everybody got a barber name. Not yet. A little bit. Okay. Um, I think I started going by J cuts. Probably like. Oh yeah, yep. Nah, and I'll tell you, if you don't have one, your client's gonna pick one for you. Pick one you like, and make sure it's still professional. Some guys got names you can't say it in certain rooms. Because my biggest thing was also this: I want a name that's like it's cool, give respect, but I want something that when you want to go. Now this is the business part of it. When you want funding, finances, when you want to get approved for things, loans, you want investors. If your name is not appropriate, you're not gonna get it. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. Like my biggest thing was like I was a bookworm. I got in straight into credit, funding, building my business name, brand, profile, whatever it is business related, it's done. My EIN. Don't pick a good name because that's gonna be your business name, honestly. And if it's not, do an LLC and then do like a doing business as afterwards and just don't mention it. But for like your tax purposes, your financial purposes, your barber name gonna be important. Because also, majority of us, you don't want your government going around on everything, depending. Because also, all your clients not gonna be the best clients. So, like my clients probably don't even know my actual they don't know my government name. I'm J Cuss, J Juan, whatever they want to go by. So that's important too. Oh God, that's a I do I do. It's rare though. It's rare. The one thing you got why? All right, so one as I say this as barber, you gotta have patience. You do gotta have patience because some guys will still pay your price no matter how high it is, but you gonna hate when they sit in your chair. Um, set policies. So I got policies for my shop. Got a no call, no show. Straight up, you at first no call, no show. Your card is pre-charged. You do it again, you block them booking. Because the thing is, you got a spot somebody else can have. You doing that, fired. And you think it's to fire a client, you don't got to have a conversation. Your system can have that conversation for you. Because I know some guys, I know they didn't put up at houses. You got to confront a client, and I know for me, I don't want where I'm from to come out of the conversation because all your clients not gonna be professional. You don't want to have to be like, bro, I gotta come talk to you. Let's go outside. You don't want that no more. You gotta leave that aspect behind. Set up systems that's gonna do it. My system's automatic. Other guys, I got policies like I got a studio. Don't come in here smelling like smoke. Because the thing is, inconsiderate. Another client got to come right back in. You're gonna fire clients. Might not happen often, but also that's what I said. The part of picking your clients, how you set up will already deter certain people. Where your shop is located will deter certain people. I pick my spot strategically. My shop in the suburbs, so with me, like, look, putting a shop in the suburbs, I knew already it was going to deter a lot of people that wouldn't respect the service because the people you might have to fire, they not won't gonna feel comfortable around certain areas. Or like, if you got enough things, set up where some guys like I do booking only, through the system. Some guys like, well, I don't want to go through your system. Why can't I just call you? I'm not gonna have a back and forth conversation because you have to go through that system and have a conversation with me. Period. I had to do a lot of my firing in barber college, and then like that year out, you gonna come across these things, and it's just like, okay, really, you think of what's gonna more deter them, so you don't gotta really fire them. I haven't probably fired a client in a couple years because everybody now they respect the process. Because realistically, if you got 100 clients, you're not gonna miss one. That one not gonna make a difference if you're doing everything right. Because five more probably waiting for his spot. But if so, if you gotta fire a person, I advise this: have a pre-written script, respectfully, send it, and don't think no more about it. Like, hey, bro, you got a problem? Send that text, that email, on to the next. Don't hold on to it because you didn't do nothing wrong when you got to fire a client. That's on them. And some guys they not gonna understand it. They gonna be upset. They might try to argue. I had a guy actually leave me a 5 paragraph 1 star review on Google, and half of it was a lie. And I was just like, you know what? Didn't respond, left it because people say, look, other people see it is they might see that one thing because I'm not writing 5 paragraphs for nobody, not especially if it's a beef. Left it be, man, and that actually helped me because people say, huh, I see his one, but I see all these great ones. Obviously, these people was an issue. That they gonna look at you like, I like how you handled that. You need to respond to the negativity. So that's gonna be important. Learn how to fire your people. Learn how to deter them, and it's gonna save y'all a lot of headache. Cause I don't got time. When I go to work, I want peace, music, good conversation. So that's gonna be big. Anybody else?
You feel like getting your degree set you up differently, or different kind of mindset, or using this as like a business aspect? Do you think it put you ahead?
It gave me an edge. It gave me an edge because and I'm gonna say this: a degree isn't for everybody. Because I'm gonna be honest, I only remember probably 5% of college. Respectfully, the other 95 was pointless. It's just that was my first option growing up. Like my parents, like, look, what else was I gonna do? That or I was gonna go work at the big three, go to college. I didn't find this till I got to college, and that's when I was like sitting around people where I'm like, I really don't want to do this. The classroom is not for me. I'm going because I have to. But see, when I got to barbering, what I did was this. Other than a couple projects that like gave me that edge, I tell people this: what I learned, you can learn outside of college. And I spent time bringing business books to like the hours. Like I don't know what traffic like for y'all here. It was dead for us. Like it was, and it was COVID when I was getting my license. Nobody was coming in, so I'm like, I'm sitting in the room, no Wi-Fi, no phone signal where we was at. We just looking at each other like this in silence, with nothing to do. And I'm like, bro, I'm wasting time. Let me figure it out. And I was like, bro, I start grab the small business books. Small, they're small and it got bigger and bigger. I'm like, if I can't cut no clients for real in here, I can't distract myself. I might as well try to find a way to invest in myself. Majority of what I learned came out of books after college. So don't think of the degree part. Just always, I tell people, just always constantly be learning, school or not. So for me, and I'm like, I give a lot of like even book recommendations to people. It's like I could give. It's called Soul Food. I'm trying to think. It's called Soul Food, but it's a whole book about business. Each week is kind of a different lesson, business related. And with that, I say it's going to take you further than a degree actually will. So I tell people that I really don't even talk about it because I actually forget I got it sometimes until I start to tell a story. Um, so just find things to give you an edge. Like literally, don't being here. I'll say this: my barber license took me further than a degree did. A lot of my opportunities, like for me, I cut celebrities, I've cut athletes. And with that, I can't get those jobs. They like, do you have a barber's license? They don't ask me, do I got no degree? You know, that paperwork. I know barbers, bro. They with me, and they can't go certain places I can just because of this paperwork. You know, the other one is a certificate. This one is qualification. So I stand more on this one than the degree. Anybody else? What y'all thinking? I know it's early, because I used to not enjoy sitting in these either sometimes. I'd rather just get y'all the gems now while I can. I hope, y'all can take these to do something better with them. Because I found out a lot of stuff late.
How do you set up recruitment, not just but so people wonder even how much you set up their structure to pay you, like with your apprenticeships, yeah, like what apprenticeships, what's the blueprint?
So I do charge for my apprenticeships. I do. So I don't do booth rent. I do just like a flat rate tuition payment. They can separate it. For us on the side of Detroit, it's less opportunity to get your license. I'll say, like for me, that's why I stayed in Kalamazoo just to come to Miss Jackie's school. Like when we had it here, the education here was better, the quality was better, and the diversity of your client is better. So me coming here, well, I'll tell you about the tuition part. Flat tuition. I let them pay. I work with them individually because you can't have you can only have one at a time. It's different for a shop. It's and it's harder. I will say. I tell people, barber college is more structured. Apprenticeship is too free. If you learn it from the wrong person, you're not gonna get a good education. You can't pass the test. You know. So it's like it really depends on who you even work under. Some people see it as it's easy to get them hours, but you gonna have hours and not a lick of knowledge. It's not like you can go back and figure it out. So some people do blueprint, but everybody does it different. It depends on what the setup, how it benefits you when it comes to your apprenticeships. I don't know, man. I might be out of stuff. I don't know.
What do you think was your best investments into yourself? Not material things, but like things that kind of
My best investments. Sheesh. Honestly, it's generic, but my best investment was going to Barber College because Barber College was. No, I'm still paying that off. To be honest, I still got that loan. Um, because I was not gonna get it at a point. I felt like some people look down on me at like when you talk about an edge. Me going to college first kind of almost deterred me from making this investment because a lot of people's kind of like you went to school to just go become a barber, but they didn't have a vision that I kind of had for this. So this was first. After that, I say every book I bought and every convention I went to, best investment. Like the biggest convention is in Connecticut. They do it every year around May, the CT Barber Expo. I went there 2 years ago. I'm not gonna lie, it changed everything for me because for one, it's not just the part of cutting hair. People just always think of cutting, and it's so much deeper. When you go network with older guys, like people in their 50s and 60s, and they telling you about their stories, what they set up, how they did it, where they currently at, it showed me how far barbering could really take me. Getting around people that's be in your community. But when you leave here to go to bigger spaces to see like, yo, that's what you did with some clippers, it blew my mind. I came back home like I'm thinking too small. Like I came back like I don't go sit down, brainstorm, figure this out, go to those conventions, you know. And even like some barbers write books now. I buy everyone. Like if it's like I had mentors too, like um that I used to reach out to. Like I know that y'all like I don't know if y'all know like Wade Menendez. He do like the man units. No, Rich the Barber, familiar with dude. I'm hitting up Rich the Barber, like chopped it up with like Vic Blends, chopped it up with what is it? I think it's JC the Bar, JC. These are older names, older guys, but like I used to be like, yo, we don't have nothing like that. Like being from Detroit, all I knew from haircuts was charging 15 around the corner at the local shop. Make those investments. My worst investments, I'll tell you, is this Clippers. Worst investment I ever made, yo. I promise you, I was addicted to buying Clippers. I bought everything the moment it came out. Before everything was cordless, I had everything corded. To then every single worst investment I ever made. Find what you like, stick with it. Cause my rule for Clippers now, I haven't bought a new Clipper unless something break. I'm not buying a new one. And it's because I had to realize I was spending thousands of dollars. My clipper graveyard got over 20 clippers in it, things I don't use, things I just gave away, things I bought, and I said, you know what, I don't even like it like that. And like to this day, my favorite clipper is still a magic clip. Like that gold one, it does every cut. And I say this to y'all too: study clippers. If you every clipper isn't the same. The motors are different, the blades are different. If you don't know that, that's gonna change it. I found the setup I like because I did try everything. But in here is where we used to try stuff. And Barber College is when I stopped buying everything. A man had the new Masters when they dropped. He let me use them for a cut. You know what? I don't like them. Appreciate you. I don't gotta go buy them no more. Save your money. Like if you could do a good cut with something decent, stick with it. Cause some cuts, I'll be honest, them camis used to be on Amazon, off-brand clipper. Some cam, boy, them keep them camis till they burn out. Buy another set. But I would do this. I buy a cheap clipper. You could go put a better blade on it. It's gonna do pretty much the same thing. The new ones, we had one. I don't know which one y'all got. They make different. The one we had, it could. Don't spend thousands of dollars early. You can do that later on. Once you blow up, you got your money good. But if you just learning, you don't need every clipper to try to learn and figure it out. Just upgrade slowly and try stuff before you do it. Black Friday, and I tell barbers this: I only buy stuff on Black Friday. That's it. If it dropped in January, I will wait till Black Friday. You gonna get it on a good deal, and you good, more money in your pocket. Because for me, I'm like, I spent a lot of money early that I wish I just had today, just sitting somewhere. So that's big. The, yep, every convention. That's why CT Barber Expo, please, I went there, bought stuff because they dang near giving it to you 50% off. And also though, if you actually talk to, you get free stuff too. You get a bunch of free stuff going. I came back with two giant bags full of just free stuff from aftershaves, barberside, all that small stuff you had to buy. I had it, took it straight to the shop, saved me a lot of money. They got VIP. Do the VIP. Do the VIP. That's cool. I haven't. I haven't done that one. So I said I'm getting back to the conventions. I just got into work and I stopped doing the fun stuff. But that's why I've heard. I was hearing that one. For real? Mm-hmm. See, CT Barber Expo, they got 2 days of classes, but it's like 4 hours a piece, and then you go to the floor if you want to. Your first time ever going, go to the education. After your first year, go just for the floor, go network, go to the parties, go to the everything they got, and it's them dope contacts to have. So to this day, I still like chat with some of the people, you know, and it's good because you'll see a lot of it's gonna be diverse, and I ain't talking people. I'm talking about like the quality of cut. Like they got competitions. You gonna see how people in Atlanta different from here. People down in Texas they different from here. Every place is different, and it's good to just have that exposure because when you come back, it's gonna really benefit you because that makes you also stand out from everyone around you. So yeah, go to those. That's more my best worst investment in them conferences. Go to those. You know. Um, and I say with y'all like find something to do while y'all in here. My advice: it's a lot of idle time in barber college. Too much, way too much. Like if you ain't cutting, look, even if y'all working together on like, I used to do the state board stuff early before I even had to graduate. Um, I think like after you in here for like 6 months, we used to have to start to prep for it. I was just like, let me learn this early so I ain't got to learn it later. I was doing them on the boring tests. They boring. I kept doing them to the time I was like ready to take it, and I had to stress it. So, because idle time is gonna hurt you, for real. I start picking up. Like I said, this: if you're not good with your money and finances, bring one of them books in here. Study something about money. Study something about marketing. Study if it has nothing to do with barbering, but it can better you, bring it in here while you can. Because once y'all out of here, my hardest thing now is not that I'm always busy. Like if I got clients all day, I don't want to do nothing afterwards. You know, I don't have that type of downtime because this gets to the point of for me apprentices. I'm messaging people back. I'm trying to run errands, restock shops. It's time. My time is this much free time I normally got now, and it's hard to keep up with that. So everything you gonna need to do later, try to do that now. Just set yourselves up for like a easier transition because it is a hard one going from in here to the actual real world. Okay, because sometimes you can have a lot of clients, and that could be the part that's hard for you to manage too. So it don't get easier the busier you get. You just got to pick your hard. The practical, yeah, the theory. I didn't pass that theory the first time. and I was livid. I missed it by 1 point. I did by one, and the problem with that, there was an issue on the test. Yeah, so I don't know what it is now if they fixed it. I called Miss Jackie. That's who I went to school before. I called her the very next day because I one thing I sanitation. Sanitation's 30%. I promise y'all, I didn't. I knew sanitation. What they gonna ask you is not the basic stuff. Go through that full sanitation the full time. And do they still do the test prep for my online? Yeah, online. This is something that we didn't know, and I tell y'all this: you have the option to do each chapter individually, and you have the option to do the full test completely. Don't just do the full test completely. Do each chapter 20 times a piece. Because what will happen is, it says 1,000 questions they pick from. That full test won't recycle the full 1,000. Only the individual chapters will, which I realized. Because when I failed it the first time, I went back to realize there's a whole section I never even saw. So I promise y'all, each section 20 times, you'll have every answer down. You gonna pass on the first go. But also pay attention because there was one question that's about barber history on that test. Every answer is incorrect, and that's one why I did call Miss Jackie because I knew the answer. I said, "You're not on here," but you can't kind of debate that while you taking the test. You just got to put something down and call it a day. So I do that one twice, and I say though, don't be stressing. If y'all do it right in here, you gonna fly through it in there. Cause the practical, I was with some guys. I was just looking like, yeah, if she passed y'all, I know I'm good. Cause they didn't have a bag set up. They didn't have the structure that was learned in here. None of that was done. Cause you see everybody in the certain rooms you in. So y'all gonna be straight. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh, yup, duffel bag. No, yo, go early. Mm-hmm. She had it down pat. With that practical part for me, it got to a point. The lady stopped looking at me. Like that's how I kind of knew I was like, oh, I'm straight. She came, peeked over. She was seeing the bag. She just seen a couple things. She peeked and she dipped and just kept watching the other two. She had peeked over, kept going. I'm like, oh, she really not worried. She's. I was structured, man. People recycling their combs. They just, yeah. Have your good setup. You good. You'll be good. So that's gonna be big. And yeah, and I say don't wait though. The moment y'all get done here, schedule your test ASAP. The longer you wait, a lot of people either don't take it or it's not as fresh. Take it immediately. I took the very first date they had available once I finished my hours. And if you fail it, okay, just go right back. I went back 7 days later. Just hurry up and get that done. And even when you're done, keep learning. Like just don't stop when it comes to this, because you can still get left behind the barber room with a license. That's gonna be important. And for a lot of people, I say like for what I wish we did had. I want to talk to y'all about too though. As barbers, there's a lack of um, I think support when it comes to once you transition out of here. Barber college is gonna be the best support you got. Find y'all a mentor, find y'all groups. I'm like, look, I'll get y'all contact information. I got people that still was hitting me up from last time. I came out here to talk when Ms. Jackie's at the school, and find something that's gonna help y'all get ahead. Because the worst thing you can do is be a barber with no one to go to, like no shop, no contact, no none of that. Because don't get your ill and just end up at the plant. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got a job because you can't figure out what shop to go to or why things ain't working. And I'd rather just actually still connect with y'all outside of this, because when I'm done cutting hair, we still need barbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody gonna have to take over once all of us done with this. And I'd rather it be people that take it serious than people that just chase for clout. So, man, look, that's all I got for y'all. Unless y'all got some more questions, something y'all want to get off y'all chest.
You get question block, man, like writing block.
I know it do be question block. That's why I'd rather just be a conversation. I don't want to just be up here just talking and like y'all ain't getting what y'all might really need. You know?
As far as because a lot of people don't do this. But as far as retirement, like sick days and stuff like that, you gotta set up for something like that.
Whew. Yeah. So for retirement, I've had one set up, but I'll be honest, I didn't take it serious until like last year. When you're in your 20s, the last thing you're thinking about is retirement for real. Because I got mine set up now. It's like a rough 7,000 a year you can put to the side. At least do that. Like, have those things set up, and that's something like I work with my apprentices with. I teach like the type of stuff, how to set up a retirement. If y'all into like savings accounts, putting y'all money to the side, put a lot of your money to the side early. Then blow like the last 20-30% of it. Whatever, have fun. Don't just buy every shoe, all the clothes. This money is fast, but it's not long. And I'll be so real, man. I know barbers, they had all the Gucci, all the best Jordans when they drop, all the fashion. Healthcare not set up, pay for it. You won't have to pay for it. But see, being a barber college, I believe y'all can qualify for Medicare at the moment. Y'all can't, even when y'all fresh out. If y'all under y'all parents, cool. Y'all turn 26, go just jump on Medicare. Let the government pay for it. It can help y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just don't have nothing set up. Because after that, and then once you start making more money, you're not gonna mind spending that monthly. Just have it already calculated in your business expenses. And that's where also a lot of things you do pay for can be tax write-offs. That's the loopholes and stuff I started working on now is where can I save the most money when you start making more money? I do my retirement, set to the side, healthcare, take care of that. What was the other thing you said? Uh, Vacation 6 days. It's no such thing. It's no such thing. So some barbers, what they'll do, they'll set like money to the side. You want to have your bills paid ahead of time. Don't be a barber going month to month like everybody else. Because I say this, when I get sick, I'm not getting paid. Period. When you want to go on a trip somewhere, you gonna spend money. And I like my friends, all my guys, like they work corporate jobs, stuff like that. I don't get PTO. You don't get to just call off. Stand on your schedule though. I'll say this. Beginning of the year, just like a regular job, I say this, treat barbering like a 9 to 5. Beginning of the year, plan out your vacations already. If you know you want to be gone in July, just know you're not gonna make no money while you're gone, but you better make a lot before you leave for that week or two. That's important. A lot of barbers don't account for vacation and sick days. For me, I know if I get sick, um, I'm big on not getting sick though. That's my thing, because you really can't account for that one. Because for me, it's hard because I don't do walking, so I'm appointment based. I'm on vitamins. I'm on everything I can take. If I feel myself getting sick though, what I gotta do is I gotta cancel on people. I've only taken one sick day in 5 years. It's because I caught COVID. I had to, and I bounced back the next day. But I let some people know. They're like, "Hey, bro, I'm vaccinated. I'm cool." But account for the fact that like every day of making money is not promised. You're gonna have slow seasons, slow days, sick days, things like that. And that's where being good with your money come into play. I've had barbers, they didn't put the clippers down because they had to go to the hospital for a couple weeks. And if you in the shop, my man's like, "Hey, bro, your chair kind of gone now," or "Bro, you ain't pay no booth rent in a minute." Some of your owners won't understand that because for them, it's just business. If you sick, your personal stuff. So that's like a protection you got to put up for yourself. Put a lot of money to the side. Don't just spend it all. because those gonna be expenses you not thinking about. So no, I say tell people this, even in barber college, set up y'all retirements. That idle time now, and I help people do stuff like that now. My apprentices, I walk them through like what I've done, help them, and it's just like it's not advice, but I'm like I rather tell you what I did. You can do it if you want to. If you agree with it, you can research it and find what fits you and your situation. But that's part of that. When I said you got idle time, set it up in here.
I see you said you went full time in school. How do you just like focus on what that long? You didn't work part
Barber,
time or something, or you just like
man.
went
So
for the goal?
I
You
cheated.
want to graduate?
Man, I was trying to get out of here as fast as possible. Cause
I say dodge the loan, though. Don't go towards them.
no, I mean I did it. I did it to get in here because I had to. But I'm saying I'm just still paying on it. I pay that minimum because real student loan it's a different story. That minimum is $100 a month. Y'all can have that for the next 30, 40 years because I'm not going. It doesn't make a difference at some point, you know. And it's not like real college. Like college, you paying like 70K. Here's what's the tuition? 20. Take that.
Get that loan. Take it. Take the opportunity.
But what I did, this one thing, like I said, good with your money. That was the only bill I had. Like I didn't have a car loan. I didn't buy a new car until probably 2 years out of being out of here. I didn't buy clothes. My thing with barbering, I cut in uniform. I wear the same ugly shoe every day because I'm not about to be coming here fresh. Same t-shirt. I had 5 black shirts. Put them in rotation for the whole week. 3 pairs of pants, rotation the whole week. You're not gonna even to this day. I got a uniform. I'm good with my money, so I took that loan out. Please, I was meal prepping at home, and even with this, I saved. Actually, no, I never spent a single dollar that I made in barber college. A single one. I stacked every tip I ever made into a black box, had it under my bed. I left here though. Like I said, I left here from 5 to 9 p.m. 5 days a week. I was cutting hair. My apartment, I turned my whole living room to a barber shop. And this was like when I had other my people, my clients, because I was operating as a business, and I gotta keep the secret, of course. I had a whole business set up once when I was leaving here, and them was the people that kind of helped me skyrocket. I didn't go out here and just do whatever. And I'm like, the money I made after school paid my bills. Sometimes I went to 10, 11. I'm grinding because I'm like, more time you spend in here, you making less money. I knew guys, they went part time, they took breaks and came back. But I'm like, but what you doing when you get out of here? You you can go play when you leave at like 5 o'clock. Is that it? 4:30? Man, please. I ain't hanging with none of y'all. I'm going to work. I had by the time I left here, just in tips, I had like a little over 5,000 from tips because I was marketing even when I was sitting here. I took that everything I ever made in here. That's what I invested into my studio. I didn't buy nothing fun, bro. I went and bought a brand new barber chair. I paid my rent up for like 2 months. I had no clients yet, but I knew they was coming. It was like I was on it. Hey y'all, I'm marketing. I'm marketing in Detroit before I even got to Detroit. I'm paying for because social media different now. I'm paying for the marketing. I bought new furniture for like everything, the decorations, the TV. I take that back. That TV is not even new. I took my college dorm small beat up TV. It's actually still in my shop to this day with a fire stick on it. Dude, that's what I did. Like I made it all count. You got to make everything in here and out here count. Market while y'all in here this dry. Cause I was texting people with marketing, sitting in my classroom to fill up my 5 to 9 afterwards. I'm on, I'm on Instagram at the time. I know algorithms different, but I'm like, I got 3 spots open while I'm sitting in here. So I knew when I left, I got 6 heads to go cut. Pay my bills, have fun later. Pay some stuff ahead of time, have a little fun later. Cause now I'm like, once you do that, and I know people don't think of the later, you think of the now. You gonna have way more like free time and enjoyment by taking care of that business. Now get the hard part out the way now. You know, to this day, and I'm still like that. I'm a budgeting person. Because I'm like it's not as important no more. I'd rather be low key and just have money stacked. Cause that's the big picture anyway. When you 50 and 60, you don't care about like what's trending, what's happening. So yeah, That's how I did it, man. Take that loan. If you got to, take that loan, get out of here. But I know guys that took that loan, got out of here, and was still playing. But they still got that. They still in somebody's shop or they shop jumping. You got to take care of every aspect of it though, of business. That's why I say it's more important what you do behind the chair than just what you're doing with the chair. Because being a good cutter only gonna take you so far. You can be stuck. It's guys that I'll be honest. I tell people I'm not the best at cutting hair, but I'm gonna be better at business because people gonna respect that more. They like, look, I'd rather stick with you till you get it right. Everything else operating like an engine, bro. We set not one piece out of place. It'll take you further than you think. I tell people I never thought I'd be sitting in certain rooms with certain people, at certain clients. I never envisioned that. But that was like my wake up call. Like, you know what? Let me just keep making everything better. And to this day, I tell people I still don't have it all figured out. I spent like dry January. It get cold here. Shop kind of slow. I took my time for 30 days and broke down my whole system of what can be better. I did a new website, itemized my services, went down my description, went through my marketing, went through the SEO. I went through every detail to say what can I do different while my time is slow. Because it don't stop even when you got celebrities. It's always you got to stay on top of your business. So, I hope y'all take that, man, and actually do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, even right here, bring y'all laptops if y'all can, or whatever y'all can do on y'all phone. Get to tweaking what can be better, nonstop. And I say this: don't gatekeep. As barbers, it's not a competitive. It's not competitive because I tell people this: there's millions of people in the world. Every barber, you only need between 50 to 100 clients to survive. If y'all can do the math, there is no limit to what y'all can do, bro. Him have if he got 100 people, that ain't gonna stop anybody else from eating. Share it all, make it all happen. Because realistically, other than me coming here, I don't run into any of the barbers I even used to be with. He might be in a different city from you, but guess what? If y'all even doing similar things, I got one guy's Matt. Uh, I got Matt. He was here. We still chop it to this day. He's still local in Kalamazoo. Got him a shop open. You know, we chopping about everything. I'm doing what he doing. Cause I said, bro, look, I want you to eat just as much as me. I can't. I can only cut so many people. So share that. Work together. And once y'all get out of here, it'll benefit everybody.
What you think is something you did or learned about after you already did it, kind of a thing that kind of separated you from just a barber, kind of locally to somebody who is a barber but also running as a business? Like what is how you say LLC or all the other things? Like something that kind of sets your business up different.
What set me up different is the moment I got my basics like down pat, you got to stop thinking as a barber. Like I tell people, you got to switch your mindset to a business. Period. Like that's why I say like I rather it's the business of it. Out of all the barbers I know, I probably walked one or two to get in just the LLC. The average barber will get a license, nothing else. You using your personal account still. You just holding on to cash under the bed. I had to think of like this, and I say it's two mindsets. When I'm at work, it's barber mode. When you go home, management mode. Like, and that set me apart. The average barber doesn't have a business bank account, and some of y'all might know that. That's rare. Like, you go to even conventions, no, they just only dealing with cash. Why you don't deal with credit cards? I take every single form of payment. Thing is, make it accessible. I don't want you to have to run to the ATM. I think of time, efficiency. Think of you. I thought of everything outside of just a haircut. And while some guys they say they're still competitive, you just want the best fade. You want to be on social media. Majority of guys on social media to this day don't have EINs. You have. Oh, that's why I say it's like that's publicity and clout, but it can only take you so far. And the thing is, I learned this a long time ago. Be in control of your setup. No one else should be able to control what you do. And social media was also an aspect. Because think about this: if Instagram shut down right now and we didn't have it, everything them people built really don't mean nothing no more. But my clients can still find me. You know, my marketing, like your local. Because realistically, I don't care about the guy in Florida or Atlanta. Oh, none of them places. They're not here. Care about your 50-mile radius. You know, and if it comes to business stuff, like I'll chop it up with y'all too. Like after this, like we can connect too because the systems are simple, but you don't realize what other people really don't know until you know what I'm saying, until you're introduced to it. Because all the like I didn't even in college that never introduced me to LLC. They never mentioned it because I tell people this college is a business. They're not going to teach you to become one. You got to kind of figure that out. That's where mentors came into place. Get mentors. A lot of barbers are too proud to say, I might not know this. What can I learn from you? I don't care, man. If you younger than me, older than me, the same age, I went to people. If I saw somebody do something I was not familiar with, I asked every question. Like, or even if I was like, you know what, I don't know what to ask, but what can you teach me? And I was the type of person, I was, like I said, I was always quiet because I'm like, no, I'd rather listen. You can't learn from talking. But I'm like, I'll listen to every word somebody gave me because what I also learned was from other people's mistakes. I rather learn, I like just how what worked for you, what didn't work for you, so that way I don't hit those type of roadblocks. And like Miss Jackie got me into a lot of stuff. Who used to own the school, which made me say, you know what, that is good, but also I'm like, I think I could see what can be better and take every opportunity. So that set me ahead, and I still just got to keep that mindset every day because for me now it's like my competition is me from yesterday. What can I do better tomorrow? In a month, where do I want to see myself? In a year or 5, like what do I want to see set up? And just always sticking with that, you know, and just think outside the box, bro. And don't be like embarrassed. I used to be embarrassed to try different stuff. One day, like even on publicity, I dyed my hair blonde. COVID time, they just want to practice. I said, all right, I don't know. I never did it before. I don't know what people gonna think. It's different. I just did it. Next thing you know, it kind of blew up, man. People on the gram loving it. And some people just saw that one thing I just tried. It wasn't about my cut. I'm the one with the cut. And they said, bro, if you a barber with some blonde hair, they said, you must know what you doing. Let me come check you out. It was, you know,
Did you practice color while you was in school?
color. I go hate it. I tell you, I colored once ever.
You had to get it out the way.
Ever. Once ever. I did the rest on the dummies. I knew how to do it. I don't enjoy it. I don't want my hands messy. I don't want to wait on processing time. But I can. Like somebody said, I want to get this done.
For the right price.
I ain't gonna lie, I told somebody right now, I said, that price gonna be very high for me to pick it up. I don't like it.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap.
Especially good.
My thing too though.
You gotta bleach it, lift it, color it. It's an all day process. You see, it took all day to color my hair. You gonna pay? You gonna come out of pocket?
And I go like, off of that right there, I quit. I quit. And I always tell people this: yes, money's good. I can't work for money. That's the thing. Money is good, but it can't move me to doing something I just don't enjoy. Like I did 20 head. My record is like 20 heads in one day. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Out of that, nothing felt like work for me. I just enjoyed it, like just doing it. That's my passion. The moment you change my passion to something, no, keep it. I'd rather take 5 clients. I don't. The most I'll do like the beard. We'll darken the beard. We'll darken them grays. I'm not changing it to pink. I will send you to a person happily. And that I ain't gonna that you gonna have to pay me some thousands. Like, all right, now I'm not. I'm gonna take it. You made it too easy, but off of just a couple. No, because I say to the barber, just don't do it for the money. Don't do it because somebody just gave you a price. If you truly just don't want to do it, stand on that. And I won't feel bad about it. I rather give y'all that blessing. You know what? Now that's why I say I network with people. I know a guy right now you could pay that to. Go and give it to him because you know what's crazy? He might have because my specialty is different. That's why I tell people got specialties. He send people my way, but nah, I don't like color. Practice it though. Practice it. But you ain't got to do it once you got out of here. When you got out of here, you got an option. So, do any of y'all guys like specialties that y'all like to do? Something that y'all prefer. Back then, it was like we had guys that love beards. Some people love fags. Some barbers only use shears and no clippers. Like, what's the thing that kind of make y'all feel like y'all stand out, or that you will want to like perfect? Actually, you might not have it down now, but you feel like no, that's the thing I really want to do. Fade in the blender. Might as well go around the room with it. Blends, beards,
Let's blend sharpest lines. Do a lot of mullets.
a lot of mullets. You do a lot of shear work.
See, I feel like I'm pretty solid at like beard stuff. I want to get better at shoes.
Shears. Man, I say this: do y'all like actually work with each other on cuts often? That's good.
Sometimes it be 3 photos on one day.
Yo, I say it like for me, that's what made me stand out. I picked up shears. In Detroit, it's very rare that people like me will use shears, and that's why I also stayed in Kalamazoo. Yeah, go ahead.
Barber school in Detroit.
No. Here. Yep. Miss Jackie taught me. I knew if I went to Detroit, the demographic looked like me.
Well, you out there cutting shears in Detroit?
Shears, man. So what people don't realize is Detroit is diverse. It's a mixture of people there. But something that used to happen in the barber college, people will walk in and try to go to a barber that looked like them for a haircut. And that's something that's like we get why they do it, but it shouldn't be the option. Surprise people guys will come in like, no, I just want him. I don't trust him. I said, no, what I used to do, I said, I'm not gonna cut you. Because the thing is this, you not gonna pick me over him because you're assuming he ain't got the skill. After that, bro, I'd rather just respectfully, that's like I'm gonna decline certain clients.
How was that like Miss Jackie's school?
Miss Jackie's.
Man, they picked up what they want,
Yeah, it's different if you're like you got a preferred barber, but if I've never cut you, don't just come to me because of how I look. Give my man a chance. It's a school. It's not a shop.
They didn't do that. I mean, but to a certain point, it's like more people I feel like would be. You gotta go do the best job.
But see,
you only doing it off the look.
in a shop, that's one thing. In a school, you can't do that. We all the same here. In the school, because they can be like, no, you getting by random, period. You can't, or you just walk out. But see, that's integrity. I tell people, as a barber, have integrity. Because my thing is this, whoever I work with, if you don't respect them, I'd rather not work with you either, though, because that shows your character. You know what I'm saying? You don't want any client. You don't. Because also, I think it is, how are you acting when you're not, don't just respect me, respect people. Like, and what I would do, and I say I've had these moments now of why I picked up shears. Guys come in that don't look like me, and they do look like, I want this. I'm not sure if do. The moment I kind of do it, it's like, I know that's a pride thing. I don't know. It makes me kind of feel good. It's like I like how you kind of doubted me, but I can do it. You know, I learned everything, and being here, you can learn every texture, every cut, shear, no shear, pompadours, like you said, mullets, and I tell people this: there's not one client I have to turn away. I can do it all. The average barber in Detroit can't, and that's what also set me apart. Because I'm not just picking from one pool to cut anybody. So I also took myself out of the inner city. I'm in the suburbs, called Royal Oak. Royal Oak, it's less of us actually, you know. And with that, think about it. If it's out of 1,000 people, if only you pulling from 200, that ain't enough. I need to pull from the whole pool. That's the business mindset. Like, you don't see like certain food places like McDonald's only in one area. No, McDonald's everywhere. They want everybody. You want everybody. Learn every skill. Pick what you want to do. But I'm being honest, I tell people, shears are easier than they look. You learn angles, some geometry, and it's quicker. I actually prefer shears over clippers. Every cut, I prefer to do shears if I can. Sometimes I don't want to do a ball fade. It's gonna take a little too long. But I can get somebody in and out in like 20 minutes, and I'm cool. You know. So I said, don't limit yourself, but don't do it. You know, it'll work. Everybody gonna be different with it though. You'll figure it out when you get out of here or while you in here.
When you started school, you didn't turn down no cuts.
In barber college, just one ever, and it was the guy that was like, I don't know about him. That was the one time I ever turned down a cut.
And when I first started, I was just trying to go with people that looked like me, you know, hairstyles like me. Like
Nah, because what I did was, if I didn't know it, I asked my man, "Hey, can you show me this technique?" I was learning them techniques by everybody else, how to use shears, how to blend, how different, like 'cause every texture gonna blend different. I didn't turn a single one down, but because they know you figuring it out on them. They don't mind if another student hop over. We will hop over, take over, cut to show somebody technique. They'll call me over. Yeah, bro, I got you. This is how you do it. You know, because like I said, them 1,000 are too mess up. Why you turning it down for? It's like you turning down free game. And just I say, don't be too proud. Ask somebody for help, man. And don't be the person that's like, yeah, I don't want to help you. Like, nah, I'm straight. Like, you want to be an unfriendly barber? Trust me, your clientele ain't gonna like you either. And if other barbers don't like you, your career short too. I got barbers like I got a buddy. We two different shops, but on our website you see we got two locations. Because the thing is, if you can't go to me, you can go to him, and that works for us. Sometimes I wanted to go on vacation. I can. My clients, they can trust somebody to just take over while I'm gone. Same with him. He want to go somewhere. He want to take some days off. It works. Be diverse. Come up with ways that make that networking part important. Teach each other, and that's why you got instructors here. Don't turn it down. Ask your instructor how you do it. It ain't gonna be perfect, but that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to get every imperfection out the way now. Shears or not, chemical services or not, what they gonna do? Go give you a bad review? You technically don't got one. You don't got a business yet they can destroy in here. All they gonna do is the school gonna take liability. And if somebody say, "Oh, I went to the Barber college and somebody jacked me up,"
Which nobody ever said.
and if they, you know,
They gonna be like, you went to the barber college.
yeah, bro, that's like this is your.
Nobody actually left here. I'm about to say nobody ever left here with a bad comment.
See, we had some.
Believe this.
When I was here, people had well here, but when I was in college, we had some butcher cuts. Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's on the instructor. Like, even if it was the butcher or whatever, like, I can make this tight. I can make something out of this. You might not have got the cut that you wanted today, but to leave butcher, though,
Yeah, that's true. Cause it was one time probably like I hopped in and helped. Cause my thing was blends, fade, all that. I was good. I help fix you up real quick, bro. Boom, boom, boom. Get the man out of here.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might not have got what you wanted today.
It's straight.
I'll leave it.
But it ain't like you paid 50 for it. Cause I say.
And especially in the jacket, you might got $1 haircut.
Dollar, yeah. That's the dollar month. See, we had dollar month. You paid $1, bro. You better be happy you left still with some hair. Like it's $1. You can't beat it. And like I said,
For the dollar, it's not for the dollar.
yeah.
So many people getting icy for $1. Right, niggas come here for $1.
You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. You didn't? It was bad. It used to be a whole lineup of people.
Yeah, y'all. Hurry up, set up.
It was straight to the point. People at the door waiting. If they let y'all do that,
I would ask. Just make it a event.
see,
It's already a community school.
Western's was the spot. Yo. Other than here,
They probably, oh yeah.
That's what I said. We'd have had a downtown location.
that would have been it.
I think Dollar Cuts do a little something.
People are dry. It's some locals in the area, but you got a protection being here. Like being here is insurance. Because once you get, I don't have that luxury no more to give a bad cut. Let alone like they paying what, 5 here? 15? It's 15 now? So it's 15 here. Out where?
I actually don't know nobody charging 15.
No, it ain't.
I don't know what barber.
So no, I'm gonna say this. That's part of them. What shop you looking at? You want to be a 15 cut barber, or you? Great cut's like 15.
Like $28.
But see, hey, good. So, but
Seeing somebody, a girl live mess up and do a haircut. I was saying, you do it.
true. 15. They 15. You gotta get them in and out. But like don't leave out of here and go to Great Clips either. Like the standard, like the actual Michigan standard is like 40. Like for a cut, like a good cut, 40. Beard and all. That's like yo. Nah, I wasn't talking beard and all. I was talking just the cut. Well, probably on this side. That's why I went back to Detroit.
I say here,
Kalamazoo might be 40, but that ain't bad. Do it. Get your cut time together too. I'm gonna tell y'all that don't have nobody in y'all chair for an hour unless they want to be special. Cause I'm gonna be honest, I do wash, cut, beard. If they want enhancement, 30, 35 minutes. Get your don't and without rushing. I'm not a rush cutter, but I'm precision. Like that's your natural time. But see, look, cause some clients they on their lunch break. When you want like the higher people, some guys they say, bro, I need to be able to get in and out on time. I don't need to be here for an hour. Be able to get it if they want it. And some guys they want leisure. You can get them 45 if you want to. That's when you're just chilling. Your cutting time gonna matter, but this your insurance being here. Cause the moment you saying you charge a 40 a cut, you better not mess nothing up. You know, like I wish I had that luxury to be like, it's cool, I'm just learning. Nah, it's gone. Like you gotta take everything. Cause some barbers too, like people leave, be like, bro, he keep pushing me back. Bro, he can't get my line straight. He's not you gotta treat everything like it's test time. And that's that pressure though. It's pressure to that. And that's what puts you in bigger rooms too, because like you can't some barbers fold under that. And I'll be real, I have moments I check myself to this day. Like, dang, okay, this like might be a new stage for me. This a little different. I mean, this a bigger room with bigger pockets. You might question your own ability for 2 seconds, and it's like, nah, lock in, bro, because you can't. It's a mindset thing now. Your time still got to be good. Your quality can't miss an inch. Every client got to be like not a different cut every time. Same thing. Take consistency. That's what they paying for. They know that I got guys. They come every single week at the same time, standing appointment. They don't miss it. I don't miss it. They pay for the whole month up front. Boom.
Y'all even think about being consistent for 20 years straight?
I ain't gonna lie, it's hard because I'm sitting there tired.
That's how you gotta think about it.
It ain't nothing bad with that though.
Well, 60 behind mine.
I don't know. I got.
Think about it. I'm 36. I already got 20 plus years.
See, how many more you gonna put in?
40.
I'm gonna be honest. I got probably 5 left in me. I'll be honest. I got probably 5 left. Cause how I tell people I say after like 35 for me, and everybody different. Yeah. Because with me, I'm tired of the pressure. Like, I'm tired of.
Like you said, though, you already said you did 20 and don't feel like work. When I get there and I just get in the groove with some good music playing or a good combo going on,
Yeah.
Even work.
It ain't.
I looked up, I did not $3. Like 40 ahead, that's 120.
Keep a TV, keep some music available, keep it appropriate still too though. Be real. I do that with people. That's gonna change. The music you listen to, what y'all watching, what you talk about, all that stuff is gonna be key. Read your client, because this is something that I do that every barber should be able to. But put me ahead, I can adapt to my environments, which is different. I don't want my client to adapt to me. You feel me? Like, to an extent, don't change who you are. But I know this, the guy that came in who's 65 don't want to listen to anything playing today. I got Anita Baker going. I like Anita. I'm good. I'm straight. He wants some Luther on or something, bro. Guess what? The music a little different. I got the news on for him. I might have somebody younger. We might want to watch a podcast on YouTube. Be able to read your client. And also, as you ask them, like your consultation, that's why your consultation is important. What you do, what's your name, get your backstory, get a little bit of that. That first cut is gonna be your first cut with a client should always be your longest. Cause it's not just you figuring out they cut, you finding out who they are. And you remember that. Cause clients is like, dang, bro, like you remembered this. Bro, like, you mind if we already got the station on for you. Like, we locked in because that's building that relationship. What's up?
What about
Children?
Hey, you deal with a lot of kids.
What age we talking?
I
don't like them.
Tell them, cuz.
I don't like them.
They want to duck and dodge the kids. You can't.
Focusing on like
I'm 30 something. I'm gonna get
You
here
want to?
till I go bald. Kids got 20, 30 years.
So pick your
disability type people,
pick your specialty. I used to die. I ducked and dodged kids all through school. I did. I can do them though, right?
Who gonna get haircuts longer than the kids? Name somebody.
Nobody. But see, that's his things though. That's a specialty. The fact he can see that away and he cool with that is what's good for him. Because you know what, if somebody like I got some kids, I'm going to send who I don't want to put money in his pocket. You feel me? Because the thing is, it might be something he might show love like, hey bro, you know such and such. It's like exchange of services. That's where it's more business and not barbering.
Yeah, I be sending perk cuts all the time. He don't never send nobody back.
You see? I might see my man's having a slow week or something, you know? And it's figure out like you want to cut kids,
not just kids,
but like you don't want to turn that away.
That's just want to be my specialty. Disability. You said you don't.
Nah, really, realistically, who in here don't like cutting kids?
Everybody.
You don't like.
I've had a couple that are alright, and a couple that are just like.
Dude, but see, in general, I'm sending everyone to him if I don't want it, because I'm gonna be. You can tell the story. Depending where you at, but I'll be like this. You know what? I said, oh son, you know what? He actually don't make it sound like you don't want him. Oh man, he actually specializes in children. You want to go to him straight to him, because she gonna say, oh he do. Every mom, parent, go ahead, throw that money to him. Because think about it, if he got 5 kids, he'll throw you an adult. Every now and then, his chair full. He gonna have to give you somebody later on. With Water's kid, give him the kid.
They say you only cut kids that single mom. I specialize in single mom.
That's a. But see, that makes me.
My kids, my different kids, their mama pay more.
They will.
Because they need somebody that's able to. I get 50 for a kid. And it's still only gonna take 20 minutes.
Yeah, I only got like probably 4 kid clients. It ain't by choice. They parents paid, you know. I don't enjoy it. I don't. But that happened in here though.
It's more than the actual cut.
Yeah.
Like it's an experience when they get it. Like what he was saying. Like when they come, I know they like what is it, Lion Cubs?
Yep.
On Disney Plus. You throw that on for them. They come in, it's already up.
Netflix for kids. I got one client. He an athlete. You know. And thing is, most athletes, people like that, they got kids. That's when I got to bite the bullet. Because he's like, can I just bring my son with me? Of course, I ain't going to turn you away now just because you got a +1. Know how to do kids. And eventually, I always tell myself this. Eventually, the kid going to grow up and it's going to get easier. But I'm not advertising ever. I don't ever post no kid cut. But I'll do it if it's a +1. For
that's where the donations and the grants going to come in, especially focusing on something that other people don't do.
And now you thinking outside the box. See, that's true. But see, you can that's where you learn it's a nonprofits. That's where the cheat codes come in. But that's where, like I say this, when you got downtime, you should be in here researching that. Like you should be walking out here probably with a page of notes anytime it's dead of just that idea. Because you can have that set up the moment you get out of here. Like don't start once you're gone. Start while you're here. I know a lot of guys that got nonprofits. I've done community service cuts, work like that. They put me on payroll. I come in. That's when I will do kids. But that check be worth it. Because when somebody say, oh, we have a budget we're working with, now you talking my language. Because you going to make more off of those than probably in your shop that day because they're going to pay you what you would have made in the shop, pay you for your travel, and the time you there. You're going to be making 3 times what you made in the shop just off something like that. And feed you. They're going to say, we got food, drink, you want water. And it's going to be a lot of people there. Like I am a barber for the Lions, yeah. I am.
How do people get them opportunities like prison? How do
Wait. Start the question. I didn't hear the beginning part.
Like the experience, like how do people get the opportunities for you like
That level?
barber type of person that come in, shave your head off and all that? That's just
Oh, it's
type of opportunity.
yo, big.
Especially here, you can just inquire.
You can inquire for those.
Battle Creek, I know they should be doing that.
Yeah, like prison time, you know, people in a certain amount of time.
But see, that what I tell people is that's where your paperwork come together. For my opportunity, I'm be honest, I've never reached out for opportunity. They've all come to me, and that naturally is gonna happen by how your paperwork was set up. I had the front office called me and was just like, "Hey, need a barber. Seen your work. Know you take care of business. Know you got licenses. You got paperwork structure. Your bank account. You know, they asked for my not like a portfolio of Chris because they just like some people just want to know you got the paperwork, your documentation, you got a plan. For me, like I got a website. They can go. They like the fact that because people look at it like this. You took so much time to invest into every single thing and thought about outside of just a haircut. We kind of want to work with you. You take that serious, we can take you serious. You gonna show up on time. They know like, look, I don't cancel on client. You know, like all my opportunities, your opportunities gonna come off of your. That's why I say business. Period. I got like even for me, I have a business plan. I've done a business plan for barbering probably 3 times. When I get to like a new stage, I'm like, let me kind of revamp this a little bit, you know? And everything is nothing's ever gonna be perfect. But they just want to see the fact that you put that effort in and you gonna get calls. Like you wake up one day and it's like, oh crap, look what happened, you know? And even if you want to inquire, because there's nothing wrong with that. But how you do it is important. You don't want to just be like, hey yo, I want such and such job. Know how to send a presentation or a formatted email to people. Some stuff you won't like some people like, I like the way you even approached me in this email. Get a business email. Don't have some crazy such and such at gmail.com. I got an official business email where I can go in, I can hit up people, spell check everything, grammar, all of that, then send it. I send my government name and stuff like that, and opportunity is gonna flow. If you want to do like cuts for kids or like the pen cuts or like even organizations, that's what they're gonna look at more than what cut you can do. Because then once you in the room is when you got to show you can cut, not before. More than 10. More than 10. So there's a lot of people. So with that, really, it works like you'll have like regulars. People because it becomes like a shop where you're just like it's me and one other guy, but we the main two. And that first day, it's orientation. Show what you can do, what you can do. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the cut and something like I said, the cut ain't gonna be that deep. Do a basic cut, but that experience while they in that chair is gonna be like, nah, bro, I wanna rock with you. That's what's like. And I say this: don't force a conversation that somebody might not be wanting to talk about. I treat if you a CEO, celebrity, athlete, you a regular person when you sit in my chair. Period. Like I respect what you do, but why you here ain't even about that. How you just feeling today? Real talk. I ain't about to ask you about your work because your average client don't want to sit in your chair and even talk about work. They want to get away from it. They might want to talk about their family. Also, they might not. They might want to be like, bro, the most conversations I have will be about music, TV shows, and sometimes news. What you got? Oh, you like the game, bro? Yo, big name clients want to talk about Call of Duty, bro, and Warzone. They want to chill. That's what I said. Treat every client the same because everybody's a celebrity. Every last one. And it's gonna work. But start that here. I got clients not to this day that was coming to me when I was in barber college, and they drive to Detroit. They like, bro, I was coming. They were like me and him and their wife were just making a weekend trip. Like, bro, I needed a cut. Shoot, me and my wife had a date. We said let's go hit Detroit. I made sure to make my appointment, and I'm like, I appreciate stuff like that. Our clients come from GR and Lansing because they can get a cut from anybody, but they want that feeling when they sit down to be like, yo, this chair kind of become like a home to them. And figure out how to make that happen for your clients that you do want, the clients you do want, That's gonna make or break your career. And some barbers, I say, don't ever get stuck in your ways. You're gonna have to change. You're gonna have to evolve. You're gonna have to develop. What worked for me 5 years ago don't work for me now. What worked 2 years ago don't work now. Constantly be on what I need to do better, and don't get complacent with it. It's gonna literally skyrocket you. Because the biggest thing that kill barbers is they get comfortable. You know, your chair get full, you gonna stop everything. Like, I'm straight. I don't gotta do no more. Your client's gonna realize you comfortable. I got a guy. I've been cutting him. He older guy. That's one of my actual current mentors when it comes to business and life. And he left his barber at 30 years. Literally, he's like the moment I went to Detroit, he probably came to me 6 months later. He felt the experience I gave him. His name Mr. Terrence. That's like an uncle to me, for real. He like, man, I left my barber at 30 years. He said, bro, he just started falling off, man. He start bringing his drama to the shop, bro. He ain't caring about my cut and stuff like he used to. He got comfortable. He ain't been back since. Them the type of people that the feeling you get them gonna change their life. This is gonna change your life. He connected me with people. The people you bring gonna bring you more people. They say, hey, a lot of guys have stopped. Like, I can't go there no more. They'll cut a 20, 30-year relationship with somebody because they got comfortable. You got to just keep evolving every step of the way. Don't let up. And not gonna lie, bro. I know y'all gonna fake it. Put a fake smile on your face when people walk through the door. Cause this is a thing. It's like human psychology. Read psychology books. Nothing crazy. Something like the majority of people will smile at you if you smile back. It's like a natural human reaction. It kind of makes you want to brighten it makes you smile. But think about it. If somebody, your clients are having a bad, and not like in a weird way, but like your client come in, bro, your client might have the hardest day. And just the, hey man, how you doing today? It changes something. And they like, bro, you know what? I actually just feel better every time I actually come here sometimes. I got clients, they say, bro, when I come here, it just feel like therapy. Cause you welcome them in. You make them feel like, everything is cool here. And then they might vent to you about their problems for 35 minutes, and then they gonna walk away lighter. I got clients don't even look at the mirror no more. I hand them the mirror, they like, bro, I'm straight, and they out the door. And that's the best compliment you can get. They like, you got me right every time. I don't even need to look no more. It's just a feeling, you know. All them small things matter. And look, I really hope, because I didn't have nobody teach me that. That came from just so much trial and error over the years of trial and error. I'd rather y'all take that now and just skyrocket. Y'all go further than I do. You look, at some point I'm gonna retire. Somebody got to take my spot in these rooms. But what I'd rather have is somebody I can refer. You know, I might need somebody touch me up. Like, who? Yeah, that's them my gems for today, I think. Hey, what's up?
I got one last thing.
I mean, you keep shooting away. I ain't in a rush. I'm here.
You big on mentorship today? There's a lot of people in here. Who's somebody you know that you feel like everybody in here make a benefit from?
Somebody y'all should know and could benefit from.
Videos, authors, books, you know what I mean?
Through those books,
People, shows, books.
like that I could refer y'all to right now. Soul Food book, that one. So I'm a reader. All right, so I say this: if y'all ain't done with that textbook, speed through it. Also, what people don't realize y'all can do is y'all
You go through it once. I always tell them cover to cover until you graduate.
cover to cover. It's because I'm good with things where I can memorize stuff. I did the book once. I did, but I took it serious. Because you ain't going to forget that stuff when you got it down. Plus, you practicing it every day. Get that book done, the workbook, work together. Because I tell you, I don't know what y'all think about it. It's, 21 chapters? It's 21 chapters. And we used to sit there and work as a group together to get a quick thing done, on to the next. Get the Soul Food book, though. I say, when y'all done with that, get in the other books and just do the reviews. Keep doing reviews. Book-wise. All right, are you more concerned about like finances, management, or like? Because I read them. When it comes, I study everything. Like how to treat money, how to, like I read psychology books too, like how people think. Or also like think about y'all got TikTok now. I did this change your algorithm. My algorithm was no longer fun for like 2 years. It was always something educational. It was either business, finance, or psychology, flowing constantly every time. Micro learning is what they call it. Because also everybody don't got time to read or don't like reading or audio books. I could drop a list. I told you I'm gonna give y'all like a number, like y'all can hit me up, and I'll send the full thing. I'm gonna go look at the library. That's a hard one. Mentor wise, if y'all want to do barbering, look at what's his name? It's this guy. Y'all might have seen him. Ball Barber. He got a barber college. Um, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I see him all the time. I know exactly what you're talking about.
His videos, love them. I love him. We didn't have that. He's a great teacher, and he drops a lot of the things that people don't think about outside of just. I think it is. For me, I had like Ivan Zoot. Like Ivan Zoot was it for us. He does content still. He has a book. Rich the Barber has a book. It came out probably 6 years ago. It's called The Rich Barber Method. That's a great one.
You ain't right?
Huh? That's a good book. Yeah, from California. Yep. That's a good book to start with. It's barbering, but also give you like an intro to like a business tactic. Like even he break down like pricing. You know, he break down the customer service thing in there.
How about investments and everything else?
He gets to that part. Yep, he gets to that part. Wade Menendez has a book also. Something success. It's something success. That's a good book because he's a barber. He specializes in the hair installation units. Like I did those too. I went out took his class. He's a great guy. He's the type of person. If you DM him, he'll message you back. And that's something when it comes to social media. People don't just follow somebody for clout. If they also like they're not gonna have a one-on-one with you. Ain't the best time to teach. Research. When it comes to money though, when it comes to money and stuff like that, I'm an earn your leisure type of guy. Like I watch podcasts, like they do like Market Mondays. I study stuff from like they have a book out. You Deserve to Be Rich. That breaks down money management straight through. It's not a hard read. They'll talk about saving, investing, retirement. If you want to do like home ownership, they'll break that stuff down as an intro. That's a good book to have too. And other than that, a lot of the learning gonna be from experience. For me, some of my best things I learned was from people sitting in my chair. Because you can learn a lot from your clients. Because I kind of ask people, like, if somebody come to you, right? I'd be like, oh, how'd you find me today? Realistically, that's a tactic because they like, I might have hopped on such and such. I said, okay, was it a reason that you were looking for a barber? I'm trying to find out why you left your old barber, for real. Because they naturally going to tell you, like, you got to learn how to disguise certain questions. And they're like, my barber falling off, they pushing my hairline back, doo-doo-doo. Well, I know the moment I get to the front, well, okay, I'm aware of that. I'll make sure I take extra care so I can, get this how you like it. That consultation is you're going to find out about other shops too. Because that's how I find out about people around me. Why you left. And after you got 50 people telling you why they left other shops, you put together your own database of realistically answers to things you shouldn't do yourself with any client. But also that'll help point out your problem clients. Because if you went through 5 barbers, you might be the problem. Let me just be prepared for if you got to leave here too. So that's why they talk to your clients or try to. They don't want to talk, leave it be, but you can gain a lot of knowledge from everybody sitting in your chair, especially old guys. If a client, I'm saying this, if a client over 50, I want them the moment they walk through the door. Even in barber college, bro, that older guy, I want it because he got life experience and knowledge. My best client's over 50. If you under 20, I don't even care for real. I got you. We could just talk about pop culture and call it a day. But you want life to change? Talk to them older people. Because then some guys, they gonna tell you what they did wrong. They gonna tell you why they got divorced. They gonna tell you how they blew their money. They gonna tell you how they made bad business decisions. And they gonna teach you what you are not supposed to do. And that's just as easy as what to do. That's gonna be your best resources, them clients, along with them books. So, anybody else got something? We think we should. Hey man, no problem. I appreciate y'all too. I've been up here in a while. It's been probably 2 years since I've been up here, Kalamazoo. So it could feel kind of good being back home. This is taking like a second home a little bit. I was here for a long time. But I'll be back up here. I'll be here during the day to chop it up with y'all. So if y'all want to have one-on-ones with me, y'all can hit me up.